everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, in this video, I really want to just talk about, okay, first of all, I've been getting like some comments on my YouTube, a lot about like religion stuff, faith, and I understand everyone has their own opinion, own religion, and I completely respect that. I am very about all religions. I believe in all religions. And I also believe that there's good and bad in every religion. I think a lot of humans will twist a lot of stuff from religions, and then there's also just pure positive energy you align with when you feel any type of religion. So it's just a mixture. So I want to make it very clear. I am all about universe, creator, source energy. I believe we all come from one. I believe we all come from source. I believe that we are all worthy of our desires, of our dreams. I believe we are all brothers and sisters. I believe in every ethnicity, culture, and religion. And I believe not so much in countries, I believe that in culture. I like to say that because I think countries kind of divide us, but then also it brings our unique upbringing, our traditions of life, a way of life. And I'm really just like, my favorite thing is hearing other people speak in a different language, and I have no idea what they're saying, but you can feel the energy, you can feel the love between them, you can feel the laughter, the happiness. That is like I think that's the most beautiful thing to witness on planet Earth. So those are a lot of things I believe. I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm denying God, Jesus, I'm not giving them credit, comments like that. Also comments that like, oh, I don't even remember. But just some negative stuff, which, like, it's okay. Everyone has their opinion, so I respect that. But I just want to make it clear on what I believe. This is what I believe. You are allowed to believe whatever you desire. I am just creating and trying to uplift. I'm trying to build discussions. I'm trying to invite people into more of a conversation where they can begin to create everything they desire on planet Earth in this lifetime. Because there's a lot, we are all worthy of our dreams, but a lot of things sometimes don't manifest in someone's lifetime, this lifetime, which I'm trying to be part of that. And when I meditate, I very much, like, I personally, like, this is a lot. Like, I've never been into social media, and I just kind of started the last year. And it is not an easy thing. Like, I am not enjoying filming content, but I know, like, I like having more one-on-one conversations or group settings, like in person. That is what I love. So it's difficult for me, and I apologize if sometimes my messages aren't being received in the best way, or if I'm not making sense with some of my just way on how I deliver. And I'm just trying my best here, and I just have such, like, it's just like my guides, energy. It's a lot of us light workers. We're really being asked right now to step up and awaken people and to bring back people's true power, which is within them. And yeah, so back to the comments, I've been getting comments that I deny God, Jesus. And first of all, Jesus to me was a healer. And when I quiet my mind and I go into what messages I receive from Jesus, it is messages like, I've been everyone and everything. And that's the whole idea that, like, I grew up Catholic, and the way that the Catholic religion would present how Jesus looked, I didn't believe that. I believe he comes from darker skin, from just roots of Africa. He's been all over. I feel like he's lived lifetimes in Egypt and then in the Middle East. So I feel like he has been multiple different cultures, races, ethnicity. So it's very hard for me to like just narrow down to this one idea that religion, kind of directs you and says this way. And I think a lot of times that's where it also divides us. And, there's beauty in many religions. I still can walk into a Catholic church and be like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, this is stunning. I feel such good energy. Then there's some other churches I walk in and I'm like, oh, I can't even be in here. And like, for example, like I got invited to a Christian church a few months ago, and I went in with an open mind. Did I like it? No. Did I feel like the energy was sincere? No. But, and then there's other people who I know who are Christian, and I've learned and been open to their way of teachings and their ways. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I resonate with that. I understand that. So I think defining people from their religion, from their background, is not the right thing to do. And when you're coming on my page saying like, no, my religion's right and you're denying Christ, I really think, okay, if you are a believer in God, source, Jesus, they're the ones saying that we are all brothers and sisters, that we all perceive differently, but we should all respect one another. And that's when I have a problem when the religion tries to push and say, I'm right and you're wrong. That's when I'm like, okay, pull me out. No, I'm not about that. So I respect whatever you believe, but you don't need to come and listen to this. You don't need to hear what my messages are, just like how what you're learning or what you're reading maybe is something I won't. So that's the whole thing. But I just want to be very clear that I don't feel like I deny God, Jesus, because I feel they're within us all. And I don't think it's separate. And this is the whole illusion of everything, that you are separate from your dreams, desires. You are separate from the people who have passed. You are separate from this world. You are separate from the rest of the world. You're separate from the Middle East. You're separate from Europe. You're separate from Canada. Like, I just don't believe in that. Like, I believe we are all one. We are all connected. And this is a great discussion. This is where I would love to hear your comments, and I open up what you believe and what you think, but keeping it in a respectful manner. And I understand people's opinion. I understand that they are strong and rooted in their religions, and I respect that. But I also know when it is something where it is dividing all of us, that is like the biggest just false belief in the universe. Like, we are not separate from one another. And this is where humanity is getting more and more divided. But also at the same time, we are shifting into like a higher new earth energy. And you can either go with it or you can stay in this frequency. And this is where I'm asking you, are you going to go with it or not? So understanding that there's something going on here. There's a bigger thing going on here, and any person, any one of you can tap in to the frequency of source, God, creator, whatever name. I really don't like labels. Whatever you believe, you can tap into that love. It's always there. It's within you. It is not separate. So I just want to be very clear. And then for Jesus, like, Jesus was a healer. Like, he said, go forth and tell no one. When he healed people, he was a shaman. Like, there's a lot of things that I feel are twisted so much about Jesus. And I also think, like, when I tune into Jesus, the energy and the frequency I feel from source, angels, light workers, light beings, star seeds, it is such a frequency of love. And there's a lot of talks going around about, oh, like, angels are considered like devil work and this and that. Like, to me, there's no such thing as hell, devil. When I was young and I went to some religious camp, I don't even remember what religion it was. And they said, if you believe in heaven, you must believe in hell. And I was like 8, and I was like, that is the most backwards way of thinking I have ever heard. And it just did not feel right in my core. So I'm a big believer that we come from pure positive energy. I really feel it. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I feel. This is what I know. And you can believe what you want to believe, but this is where I am here to help and uplift people. And if you think this is a negative talk, then that's on you. Because I feel like society has very much trained people to be like, no, if you do that, you're a sinner. You are wrong. It's like, okay, who labeled what's right and wrong? Like, really, when you are coming from a place of love and kindness and being genuine and you are forgiving, and there's a lot of people that I work with, speak to, know, they're holding on to shame and not forgiving themselves, which you're holding yourself in a frequency of pain all the time. Emotional trauma, pain in your body, in your vibration. This is where illness stems from. This is where illness, problems in family, problems in money and abundance. This is where things begin to unfold because you're in that low frequency and you're not allowing yourself to imagine and to rise to what is possible. Like, heaven can be here on earth, but we have to tap into that frequency. And when we're in a state where we're believing in hell and the devil and this, like, to me, the closest thing to the devil is everybody's ego, because the ego will hold on to an energy of fear, anxiety. It will try to pull you this way in your thought patterns and not allow you to hear the more subtle, quiet inner voice that is tuned to source, to God, to Jesus, to angels. So it's really an understanding that, like, okay, no, I believe in love. I believe in positivity. How can I show up and forgive today? How can I forgive myself? How can I move past? How can I not be a victim to my past and allow myself to take control and become a creator of what I'm meant to create and manifest in life? So stepping into that and taking back your power, that's what source, that's what Jesus, that's what they all want for you. They don't need you to go praise the name. Oh, and it just said 11111. So, or no, 11111. But anyways, angel numbers. And I'm very proud to say angel numbers. So anyways, I just want to get back to, before I end this video, that they don't need you to recognize them. They need your appreciation for each other, for nature, for animals, for Gaia, Mother Earth, and for one another. They don't need you to be saying, oh, praise the Lord, praise Christ, like, all in good. Like, no, they want you to love one another. There's a lot of people that hide behind religion. There's a lot of people that twist religion. There's a lot of people that twist the energy and frequency of what it really is. And I am asking you to sit down, quiet your mind, and tune inside. And if you think that is something coming from negative, it's brainwashing, it's telling you what to do, okay, then you can think that way. I'm sorry, I apologize, but that is not my intention. My intention is for you to go within, because you are worthy no matter what anybody says, and you can tune in and you can hear from source, from God, from Jesus yourself. Everyone is able to do that. You don't need to go to someone else. You don't need to go to somewhere. You can tune in right now. It is within. So I'm going to end on that note. I hope that made sense. I hope people can see that I'm genuine. If not, no hard feelings. I get it. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And yeah, and please comment below where you're from. I want to hear more questions, and all the light workers out there. I'm hoping this reaches you guys, because you are not alone, and I would love to hear back from you. So please comment below, and yeah, and let's keep the conversation going.